So they threw me out of high school. Right? They said I was defective. Right? That's fine. Last year of high school, they threw me out. Cool. Then, you know, I had already taken the reins of self-destruction into my heart. And so I'd been on drugs and I did I was into everything, right? Okay. Well, so now I say these things are true, but it is also true that when they put a felony on my record, it was for something that I did as a child. It was not something that I had done as an adult. They locked me up. They surrendered. They violated me based on something that I did as a child. And they put me in jail. And they put a felony on my record. Later on, I would work for Fidelity Investments. And in Fidelity Investments would fire me because I had a felony on my record. Great job. And I was doing a great job. I was in it. So they had hired me and I was working there for 2 months before their records check came back. And in that 2 months, I was promoted. I was running, you know, I was doing that. That was me. And it came back and the HR woman, she didn't care. She called me down to her office and she said so. And she was real cold. She was like, so did you bring a lunch? Is it sitting in the fridge? Is there anything that is on Fidelity property that belongs to you that I need to have this big gorilla that's standing in the room ready to walk you out to the building get for you? I'm just like, nah, man, you can keep that fish sandwich, you know what I'm saying? It might do you some good. Alright? So I walked out. Since then, I've trained Harvard professors. Since then, I currently work for an international company and I do all of their trainings. I do this from home, you see. I sit with my feet in the ocean with my laptop and a headset and I do my job, right? And they buy my voice for 8 hours a day. The fact is,
how long will you promote intellectual
I can teach you. You too can sit at home and you can train your own and give them skills that are going to change not just their lives, but change the lives of their children and their children's children. We will step in and take these technology positions in addition to taking the technology positions. We will learn the principles of self-sufficiency, right? Solar power, photovoltaics, how to remove yourself from the grid, how to convert your home to power that is generated by you. Okay? And the moment we begin to diminish dependency on other people for the things that we call convenient, right? We call that light convenient. We find our Xbox convenient. We find it convenient to have all of these things. Well, that is why we are exchanging our children's lives and our progeny's lives for conveniences. Well, I tell you what, I can teach you those things that they are using to hold us in state. There is no need. You don't need to pay $50,000 tuition to a college. You don't need to do that. You ain't gonna recoup that money. After that $50,000, they're gonna put so much interest on you that you will never pay them back. You will be in debt forever. Yeah, they're gonna give you credit, right? They're gonna give you a picket fence. They're gonna give you these things. You're gonna have these things, right? But you're gonna be like everybody else in America. You're gonna be about to kill yourself and kill your family because you have been paying bills and that is all you're good for. You are a number to them. What I'm describing is not simply taking a certification exam, not simply getting your A+ certification in order to be able to pass a test and get a job. No. That's not the focus. The focus is not to get a job. The focus is to become self-sufficient. So, CompTIA has an A+ certification exam. It costs $4,000, and it's 3 weeks, 2 weeks of intense study of a technical nature. Echo has an A+ certification exam, and it's going to take 2 months. And we're going to meet 3 times a week for 2 hours each night, and a sandbox on the weekend. And at the end of this training, it will not simply be a matter of your being able to get a job or pass the test. Your life will change. Everything that you do, and the way that you do it, the way that you approach money, the way that you approach these things will change in 2 months' time. Again, I haven't asked you for anything. I haven't asked anyone. There is not a single person on the planet. There is not a single person on the planet that can claim having done a damn thing for me, because I ain't asked. I don't need it. I never need it. I go through the hard way, right? I ain't never need it. So I'm not asking you for nothing. I'm not. What I'm doing is I'm offering you something. And I'm telling you, I live well, man. I don't need nothing. I don't need nothing. I live well. I'm trying to show you how it is that I got to the place where I live well. And I'm trying to get a team of melanated people that are all living well. And we are sustaining ourselves. Do you know a lot of those cults, those white cults, you know, you had them ones that pumped up their Air Jordans and they tried to catch Hellboff the Comet, and they all committed suicide, they drank the Kool-Aid and all that. Do you know that they lived on their compound for 5 years, 6 years, and they never left that compound? And yet, they were able to pay the taxes on it. Everything was up to date. Their water was on. Their electricity was on. Everything was working. You know how they did that? They did that through technology. They did web development all over the world. They did remote support all over the world. Antivirus all over the world. Data recovery all over the world from one place. They didn't have to go nowhere. So what I'm teaching you will allow you to work from home where you are right now at home, or it will allow you to work from the Fiji Islands, if that's what you want to call home. Get at me. This is not a game. This is not a game. This is what we need. Okay. I spoke about programming and software development. Okay. So software development is an area where you're able to work based on the job versus the hours. So it doesn't matter when you work. Now, you ain't got to go into the office at 9 in the morning and leave at 5. You don't have to show them that you're working like that. That's not how they're getting down. What you do in this environment is you get the job done. So if your best hours are from midnight to 6 in the morning, then you do your work then at midnight to 6 in the morning. If you work best while sitting on a tropical island being fed drinks with a funny little umbrella in it, then that's what you do, right? This is the area that is best qualified to meet the needs of single African American women. Okay? Best qualified. It's going to give you the flexibility. It's going to give you the hours. Okay? This is the area that black women need to move into. The estimates say, again, there's 8.1 million unfilled IT jobs today. The estimates say that of those, 2 2.5 to 2.8 are software development jobs. They're not taking the Indians anymore. They're not. The Indians have saturated the market. Everybody knows the skill set, the tool set that they bring to them. I'm talking about from the ashes, an invisible force that suddenly steps up and is able to take these jobs in a capable capacity. I'm talking about up from the ashes. You understand what I'm saying? Up from the ashes. Nobody will see us coming. We will build our own economic vehicle, which is based on training each other. Each one teach one. It's not big money. You're not going to get rich today. You're not. By doing trainings with me, with Echo. Okay? Today, immediately, you're not going to get rich. You're not. We're going to split registration fees, right? But you know what happens? Every single class, you're going to cultivate 2 or 3 trainers. 2 or 3 people are going to be able to train. And of those 2 or 3 people, each one of them is going to go through a train the trainers course so that they follow a standard methodology. And each one of them is going to take a registration fee for their training courses. Okay? And from their registration fee, you're going to take a percentage. And each one of them is going to cultivate trainers. And from those trainers, they're going to get a percentage. And from them, you're going to get a percentage. And so we're building a pyramid like unto the Great Pyramid. This is an economic vehicle. It is an educational vehicle. It carries us where we need to go. I don't know what kind of malady would keep you from moving along on this vehicle. This is Echo. Roll with me.